Hi guys, this is Erica from Gokce Capital. Now before I begin, be sure to click subscribe and turn on the notification bell. No man is more responsible for the transformation of Philadelphia's city center than Paul Levy. He was the one who cleaned it up, who fixed the broken streetlights and brought back businesses. But now, as Philadelphia faces a future of telework, the downtown is threatened again, and Paul Levy has an idea of how to deal with this. But to implement his proposal, he must face off with an old foe, the uniformity clause. At the end of this video, we'll find out how this law, designed to promote equity in taxation, is now stifling the city's ability to adapt to a future of telework. But first, you may be surprised to find this story impacts you too. For your state likely has a uniformity clause as well, and it is, in part, why your property taxes may be calculated using a millage rate. So, if you are a property owner or about to become one, here are the top things you need to know about this important part of the property tax calculation process. Number 1, a millage rate is the tax rate used to calculate local property taxes. It represents the number of dollars taxed per every $1,000 of a property's assessed value. Number 2, the term millage or mill comes from the Latin word for 1/1000th, and this is the name used because, again, 1 mill is equal to 1/1000th of a dollar of property value. Millage rates are sometimes expressed with the symbol %0, as in 1 part per thousand. Number 3, millage rates are important to understand because you use them to calculate your annual property taxes. All you need to do to estimate how much you owe in property taxes is to multiply the assessed value of your property by its millage rate. Number 4, the reason millage rates are used is because property taxes must be ad valorem. This is to say that your property tax bill must be based on some fraction of your property's value. Number 5, here's an example. Let's say your home has a market value of $200,000. Your jurisdiction calculates assessed values at 20% of the market value. Therefore, your home's assessed value is $40,000. The jurisdiction's millage rate is 70 mills, or $70 for every $1,000 of assessed value. This means that your annual property taxes are going to be $2,800, or your $40,000 assessed value times 7%. Number 6, you may have multiple public services charging a certain amount of millage based on your use of their services. As a result, you'll often need to combine all of these separate millage rates in order to calculate the total tax liability on a parcel of land. And I'll note here that these may all be combined in one tax bill, or you may sometimes get separate tax bills from separate public service agencies. Number 7, here's another example with multiple millage rates. Let's say in your jurisdiction, the county government charges 5 mills, your school district charges 15 mills, and your city government charges 10 mills. That means you have a millage rate of 30 mills, or $30 for every $1,000 in assessed value. In this example, your jurisdiction takes the home's estimated market value as its appraised value. Your combined millage rate is 30 divided by 1,000, or 0.03. Thus, your tax bill is going to be $7,500, or 0.03 times $250,000. But let's return to Paul Levy and the future of Philadelphia in the age of telework. Philadelphia is unique in that it relies heavily on wage taxes to fund key city services. This kind of tax used to make sense when the city's economy was dominated by largely immobile manufacturing factories. But now that the economy has shifted to the service sector, businesses have found it easier to pick up and move to the suburbs to avoid the tax. The wage tax is also heavily hit by downturns, such as the one we experienced with the coronavirus. Long before telework loomed, Paul Levy advocated lowering the wage tax and increasing commercial property taxes to create a government revenue stream that looks more like other major cities. But here's the problem. Like nearly every state in the U.S., Pennsylvania has a uniformity clause. The laws emerged out of the political tumult of Jacksonian democracy, when ideas of equality and distrust over centralized governments were at their highest. The idea behind uniformity clauses was to prevent certain individuals, corporations, or organizations from negotiating preferential tax rates for their select types of property. Uniformity clauses made sense in a world that was seeing the emergence of large and politically powerful entities, such as railroads. The problem, of course, is that when we lose nuance, we lose flexibility. Consider this. When the Boston City Council met to assess property taxes 200 years ago, every property tax bill was laid out and reviewed individually. So a widow with 12 children not only was exempt from property taxes, but was also given a stipend from the property tax fund, whereas a man who destroyed 3 light posts on a drunken horse ride saw his bill raised to cover the cost of repairs. Of course, we no longer live in small towns where we can trust an elected group of officials to weigh the fairness of each individual property tax bill. Instead, we rely on the more inflexible but equitable notion of uniformity, which was what Paul Levy was up against. The easiest way for Paul to replace the revenue lost by lowering Philadelphia's wage tax was to increase the property tax rate on downtown commercial properties. But Pennsylvania's uniformity clause would not allow commercial rates to be higher than residential rates. Back in 2018, in an attempt to lower the wage tax, an amendment to the state's constitution was proposed allowing an exception to the uniformity clause for just Philadelphia, but it failed in the state legislature. Flexibility often undermines equality, which is why millage rates are often uniform across property classes. But with something as complicated and emotional as taxes, the balance between equity, pragmatism, and fairness is constantly shifting, which is perhaps why we always seem to be arguing over taxes. But do you have any comments or stories on millage rates or property taxes? Let us know in the comments. Did you like this video? You're going to love our Gokce Land Due Diligence program. We'll make you a land due diligence expert in just 7 days. Check it out at gokcecapital.com/glad. And while you're at our website, don't forget to explore our $1 down listings at gokcecapital.com/listings. Finally, don't hesitate to reach out. You can email, call, or text, and we will respond as soon as possible. So thank you for listening, and more to come.